So thank you for being part of that. Another comment is that I would say to Mikael, that, and you know it already, that we would like to join you under the umbrella, of course. And we would like to make exhibitions, educational programs, as Dr. Petersen already has told. And of course, we would like to involve associations, volunteers, and anybody else which are interested in sharing knowledge and sharing projects. So for the National Museum, I would just say that it's important for us to have this common knowledge, to share the common knowledge, to share the research results, and most of all to share experience which we can bring forward to 2017. So I don't know whether this is the last word, but from the National Museum I would say that it's so important for us, and we are very proud of having this seminar here, and thank you to Ulla and to Lise and to all of you participating in the seminar. And especially thank you to our friends and guests from abroad. Thank you very much.
I'm Louise from the National Museum, and I just want to make a short comment on the presentations this afternoon. I agree with most of the things that have been said, apart from the fact that you cited me for sharing that I only noticed the buildings. I don't know, but we can talk about that later. But actually, I think that none of you have really said it directly, but in many of the presentations there has been this sort of, I think I've heard this notion, we have kind of a myth, and I'm talking about how it is in Denmark, not in Virgin Islands, because I'm not that much into that, a myth that nobody knows this history, that we don't learn about it in school, all this, that I've said that a lot also 15 years ago, but I think that it's not true anymore. I think that actually this work has started and that this work is going the right way already, because the history of enslavement, the history of chattel slavery, of the transatlantic slave system, and of the Danish participation in this, I think it is actually much more exposed now in the public, and there's much more awareness about this part of history now than there was 10 years ago. I think it's getting better. I can see that, I can hear from people I talk to that this is a story that is actually coming its way into the curriculum. I can see that there are, all the time there are coming more and more school books about this. I know that the exhibition here is extremely popular and used by school classes. So it's not that I'm sort of saying that there's not much more to do, but I'm just trying to really take it from the positive side and say that actually it's a good time because the interest is there. So it started, and I think it's not going to be that difficult actually to go further from here. So that was just my little comment.
Thank you, Louisa. Are there any response from the presenters? Shelley or Mr. Merck? Any response?
Mr. Merck, question, possible, or two. I think it was last year we heard that there was some funding passed here in Denmark, probably from the Parliament or through the Ministry of Culture. I think some 20 million kroners for 5 years for the preservation and the protection for the Danish-built heritage outside of Denmark. How might we now, within the course of the next 5 years, with your help and under the auspices of the team and coalition that you are putting together, the organization, how might that funding apply, or is it relevant for the mission and for the cause? Also, how do we get around as we seek to resolve these issues and as funding becomes a major hurdle? How do we now work around or within the guidelines of the OECD, the ones that prevent, say, Denmark or countries that are part of the, or that are members of the OECD from contributing financially and giving aid and development and assistance to countries that, for example, there's a barrier that exists because the Virgin Islands are a U.S. territory and are considered to be, and thus, a developed nation, and it prevents direct contributions from developed nations, although our poverty rate is higher than that of the West African country, Ghana, in the Virgin Islands. How do we work within or without those guidelines to secure funding for initiatives and projects and initiatives that might better our wishes?